I would love virtually nothing more than to beat the ever-loving shit out of this man right here. This is the villain of my childhood, villain of my life. How are you gonna get this kind, loyal, underpaid, overworked employee working overtime around the clock to get your pizza delivered to your dumbass because you couldn't walk up the street to go get it? And then he doesn't have the drink, which isn't even his fault, and you're gonna slam the door in his face, bitch, when I catch you? Sir, if I ever catch you in the street, you better run the other way because I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. It will take everything out of myself, summon all the energy in my body to slam your face into the concrete, piece of shit. If there's one thing in this world I can't stand, it's a motherfucker who doesn't know how to mind their own goddamn business. And that is precisely my problem with you, sir. Because what kind of nerve and audacity do you have built into your walls to make you think that it's okay to impede upon other people's private festivities that doesn't have shit to do with you? Especially when you just actively heard them expressing the fact that they don't want anybody else to know. And right here's where I have to give my kudos to Patrick, because he was 100% fucking correct when he said it. You can't trust anybody in this damn neighborhood, not even Squidward's house. Clearly, we should actually be bumping you to the top of the suspect list, as a matter of fact, seeing as you can't keep your big Illuminati triangle-shaped dick nose ass between those two fucking refrigerator magnets you call ears. You want to slide your nose into other people's fucking business? Well, let me tell you what you really should be focusing on. You should look behind that long-ass unibrow and clean your own house before you start worrying about other people's shit. With the fucking dents in the doorway and the leaks in the crusty ass ceiling and gloomy as fuck color scheme that you haven't bothered to switch up in any capacity for the better part of 25 years. On top of the fact that you don't even have a foundation built under that big horseshoe shaped mouth. No bottom lip having ass bitch. You're built like the fucking plastic cup that Anna Kendrick was tapping on in Pitch Perfect. And we all know that's why your shit dismantles on a bi-weekly basis. You should be concerned about the fact that SpongeBob was able to build an upgraded replica of you in less than one afternoon. How the fuck are you worried about other people's secrets when your own secret formula isn't even fucking secure? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the fuck Patrick had in his box. It's just like when Lil Wayne was trying to sip out of his styrofoam cup and everyone was talking about what he was drinking when it's nobody else's fucking business. Patrick has every right to his own privacy, and there's no reason in this world why you shouldn't be able to respect that. You sit there in that sand and reflect on who you are and where your priorities really lie, because I promise you it's in the wrong bed. You see, now this episode pissed me the fuck off right here, because all SpongeBob wanted to do was get one kelp bar. He wanted something to snack on while waiting for this annoying ass, lazy ass, terrible bus driver, and he looked down the entire street. There was no sign of the bus anywhere. He ran across the street, takes about 2 seconds to type in all the codes and get his kelp bar, and this bus driver speeds up. And then intentionally, and I know he did it intentionally because there's no other reason why he'd be doing this. He starts backing up every single time SpongeBob turns away, and then when SpongeBob turns back around so he can go get the bus, he starts fucking driving off and then backing up again. He's playing with his fucking emotions. He wants to veer him away from the vending machine on purpose, and let me tell you why. It's because he was in cahoots, cooperating with this worthless piece of garbage right here. Because the moment SpongeBob actually runs from the vending machine, this loose-gilled, limp-lipped, titty-having, beer-belly, backwater, unwashed, bum-ass, leeching-ass, broke-ass, unemployed, still lives with his mom at 35 years old and spends his allowance money on weed so he has to steal snacks from unsuspecting Bikini Bottom residents' ass, steals his fucking kelp bar. And I know for a fact his ass was standing there waiting to jump at the opportunity. He fucking plotted with this fucking bus driver to steal SpongeBob's kelp bar. He planned it out, that stained sack of shit. I fucking know. You dirty ass, oily skin, pickle looking, plankton mutation ass, yellow bug eyed, no eyelash having, grotesque fucking cunt face asshole. I will beat your fucking face in if I ever see you, believe me, god damn it. I will pop that fucking balloon eye like the goddamn weasel you are, you low density, low IQ, no morals ass motherfucker. Die slow, motherfucker. My fofo, make sure all your kids don't grow. I fucked your ugly ass wife, you sack of shit, honey bucket, smelly ass bitch. Fuck. So a lot of you want to come into my comments saying it's not that deep or that I'm overreacting, but how would you feel if somebody did this to you? If somebody deliberately crafted a plan to make you both miss your bus home and lose your kelp bar to this bug-eyed bitch right here, you'd be pretty upset. And you wouldn't like that at all. But because it's not you, because it happened to SpongeBob and you lack sympathy, SpongeBob did nothing to deserve this. SpongeBob he did not do one thing to this man that would make this a justifiable action. How am I the bad guy for pointing out that it's wrong? You should really learn to empathize with people other than yourself. Patrick Star, let me ask you a question. Who do you think you have fooled? Because it's certainly not me. I see exactly the type of fucking person you are. You are a gaslighting, manipulative sack of shit. As a matter of fact, Patrick Star, I wouldn't even be so kind as to call you dumb, because I don't think you're dumb. I think you know exactly what the fuck you're doing. And let's start with the simple fact that you are the one who encouraged SpongeBob to steal this balloon with you. You got in his ear and told him that you should borrow it, knowing exactly what the fuck you were doing. Let's not forget the fact that you did not even know that it was Free Balloon Day, and you saw and jumped on the opportunity to steal property from a hard-working entrepreneur fish solely out of your own greed. As a matter of fact, SpongeBob was ready to pay up. He went to his bank and realized how broke he was when you proposed, "Hey, let's go steal the fucking balloon." Oh, excuse me, borrow it. Long story short, your ass gets caught in a pickle, and you know for a fact that that entrepreneur fish is going to check his inventory later and see a missing balloon. And that's when you and SpongeBob made your move to flee town. But alas, Mr. Star, you made one crucial error. You forgot to bring food with you. And once again, SpongeBob had to save your ass from an early grave. SpongeBob, in an act of sheer generosity, managed to bring 2 chocolate bars with him and was willing to give you a whole one of them. Not even half of one. They are his chocolate bars at the end of the day that he paid his hard-earned money for, something you wouldn't know anything about, you jobless bitch. And it didn't take you 2 fucking seconds to gobble the whole thing down like Megan Thee Stallion. And in a putrid, laughable attempt to get SpongeBob to give you his candy bar as well as the one that he gave to you, you pretend like you don't remember eating it. And you have the audacity to start attempting to gaslight SpongeBob into giving it to you. Fortunately, however, SpongeBob seemed to be done with your shit today and didn't allow you to. And despite the fact that the proof was quite literally written all over your narrow, overly pigmented face, you decided to throw a fucking tantrum because SpongeBob wasn't playing into your bullshit for once. And as if that wasn't enough tomfoolery for you, you decided to pull the same slick little stunt at the sheriff's office later the same day. In conclusion, Patrick Star, I, as well as everybody in Bikini Bottom, is sick, tired, and fed up with your gargantuan, gluttonous shenanigans. Get a fucking life. And maybe try getting a career while you're at it, you lazy, illiterate, penniless jackass. Let me just take a moment to analyze this little piss-covered crybaby right here, because I am still hot at the fact that he was portrayed as the victim in this episode, and Squidward was portrayed as the antagonist. It's all fucked up, and let me tell you why. Because as the episode Fools in April is remembered, it's widely accepted that Squidward was overreacting to this entire situation and being dramatic, and played this really mean prank on SpongeBob for absolutely no reason. Poor little SpongeBob. Wrong. Need I remind you how this episode started? Squidward wakes up to get ready for work and realizes that it's April Fool's Day and knows how SpongeBob acts on fucking April Fool's Day. Knows SpongeBob's going to be on his bullshit all day and does not want to deal with it. Squidward makes a phone call to Mr. Krabs attempting to call out sick for the day, and instead of just allowing Squidward to take his sick day off as he should, Mr. Krabs says that there's this prestigious artist who wants to look at Squidward's work waiting for him at the Krusty Krab. So Squidward gets all done up and heads to the Krusty Krab to see this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But of course, the moment Squidward actually gets to the Krusty Krab and is so excited about his dreams finally coming true, he is faced with the harsh reality that SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs' dumbass cooperated on this prank just to get Squidward to come to work. Of course, this pisses Squidward off, so Squidward threatens to quit, and then SpongeBob throws himself in front of Squidward with his yellow man tears, begging Squidward not to go, saying, "I won't pull any more pranks on you for the rest of the day." And out of the sheer graciousness of his heart, Squidward agrees to stay at work that day. And while SpongeBob does technically hold true to his promise, he spends the entire day pulling asinine pranks on all the guests in the dining room, disturbing Squidward's peace of mind. Eventually, Squidward gets fed up and decides to give SpongeBob a taste of his own medicine and sets up a prank for SpongeBob himself. This prank ends with SpongeBob's dumbass getting caught in a trash can pretending it hurts. And we all know for a fact SpongeBob can't even feel pain. And SpongeBob cries wolf and plays victim all the way home. And despite the fact that SpongeBob actively goes out of his way to antagonize Squidward on a daily basis, saying it's time to ruin Squidward's day already, even going so far as to make a national Annoy Squidward Day, Squidward is man enough to go to SpongeBob's front door and apologize. Also, SpongeBob can reveal he had the entire city of Bikini Bottom waiting on his apology to embarrass him. It's really telling that SpongeBob literally does not want Squidward to have one inkling of happiness. He can't even let Squidward play on a fucking pogo stick, for God's sake. And he gets away with it every single time because the entire city of Bikini Bottom infantilizes SpongeBob and lets him get away with everything. A sponge is allowed to react, a squid can only overreact. Every single day of my life, I think of this Lil Yachty lyric where he said, "My new bitch yellow, she blow that D like a cello." A cello. She blows it like a she blows it like a cello. And then when they asked about it, he said, "I effed up. I thought Squidward played the cello. He don't. That's a flute." Squidward plays the clarinet.